Welcome to Health Organizers, your digestive system specialists. In our Health Bites, we strive to provide you with just enough information to chew on so that you can better understand how to care for your digestive system, also known as your hole in the middle. On this edition of Health Bite, we will discuss the esophageal conditions. Now, you'll recall that the esophagus is the tube that goes from your mouth to your stomach. The four main conditions are esophageal spasms, esophageal webs, esophageal varices, and Barrett's esophagus. Now with esophageal spasms, it's basically just the muscles of the esophagus spasming like so. It could be due to environmental insults or perhaps nutritional deficiencies. We're not exactly certain. With esophageal webs, generally speaking, that is due to mineral deficiencies. With esophageal varices, we tend to see a risk factor for that as being when we have liver diseases and it causes high pressure in the blood vessels in the esophagus. The same way that overinflating a balloon is going to cause it to stretch and stretch and stretch, when the blood vessels in the esophagus are over filled and there's so much pressure, and if they burst, it's actually a medical emergency because it can lead to heavy bleeding. In a condition called Barrett's esophagus, we have typically a reflux of stomach acid that enters into the esophagus and then ends up burning the esophagus. So as far as symptoms with all of these esophageal conditions, typically you're going to have difficulty swallowing fluids, difficulty swallowing solids, and perhaps even some heartburn or pain in the area. As far as natural treatments or natural therapies, there are many different ways that natural medicines could potentially help these conditions, but that is depending on what is the underlying cause. And so be sure to contact us so that we can discuss your case specifically. That concludes this edition of Health Bite on esophageal conditions. I am Dr. Megan Laban. Be sure to look for us on the web, healthorganizers.net. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and remember, Health Organizers, working with you to tidy up your health naturally.